Experience Pros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Thanks for taking time out of your day to join us for ours. Wouldn't you love to get those customers who love you so much they just can't wait to do business with you? In fact, they almost throw themselves at you.
Those bragging customers,
fiercely loyal.
Yes, they are loyal. We know, we've been saying for years that loyalty, customer loyalty, is what we're all after. But how do you really create that? Our guest is Pamela Herrmann. She's the founder of Reach Across the Register, best-selling author and speaker around the country. And she recently authored the Customer Manifesto, which is a business guideline so you can find out what your customers truly desire and, frankly, what they are demanding before they will give you their lasting loyalty. Pamela, welcome to the Experience Pros Radio Show.
Good morning, Angel and Eric. Great to be here.
Pamela, very nice to have you along. Now, the Customer Manifesto, that just sounds important. What made you come about with, the title and the thought behind it?
Well, I thought to myself, it's about time for the pendulum to swing in the opposite direction. Customers have been a little bit of the Walking Dead, a little anesthetized. We are now making a big shift, in large part because of the ratings and review sites that are online, right? We're going online and we're talking about businesses, either businesses we love or businesses we hate, right? And so what we want to do is we want to take the power back as consumers. Conversely, as business owners, what we want to do is we want to implement strategies so that we can meet customers right where they want to be. And they want to have some deep level, heart level relationships with businesses. That's the route for loyalty. So, it was interesting because I was working with a client and we had put some processes in place to increase the reviews they were getting online. And I came back a month later and I said, we just can't get our customers to take that step for us. So I went into their business and I just observed. I observed from the customer perspective what was going on, and there it was. It was plain as day. The reason why customers were uninspired to provide that review is because they were providing a really flat experience. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't exceptional either. And like I said before, people don't go online to talk about mediocrity. They talk about either really good or really bad. So there it was. We want to get people to go online and talk about our business, but what they want to talk about is that 5-star experience. So what you have to do as a business owner is really position yourself in that place. And how do we do that? Well, we have to start with that exceptional customer experience. I focus 100% of my business now. It's like we don't even talk about amplifying your message online until you have got this part of your business dialed down, because this is what's going to take it to that next level of sales growth.
Well, and you talk about the customer experience, which I think most companies relate to. Okay, do we offer good customer service? And like you said, most of the time it's not overwhelming. It's acceptable. We do the job, we get it done, we show up on time, and we think we're offering this great customer experience. Is it measurable? Can you measure an exceptional customer experience?
Yeah, this is such a great question. The difference between a service and an experience are two different things. The service is what we do for someone, and experience is what we do for someone. So always think about the hospitality model when you're wondering, am I providing service or an experience? So is it measurable? Such a great question, because at the end of the day, you want to invest, your most valuable asset as a small business owner, which is time. You want to invest it in the right places and something that's going to yield your investment, right? So this is really interesting. There was a research that was done recently. This was an article in Forbes, and they looked at 12 companies who have performance-enhancing cultures, and they compared it to 20 companies that don't. And what they found was really, really staggering. The net income growth for companies that do provide those types of cultures was this is gross. This is gross increase in their net income was 756% versus 1% of companies who didn't perform at that level. Isn't that crazy?
Wow.
And, and stock price was even bigger. It was 901% to 74%. So it is not anecdotal. This is the real numbers behind this effort. And any business who wants to take advantage right now of standing out, which is what this is all about, this is how you do. You really have to start at the start, which is create the experience, and people will gladly go online and talk about your business and refer others through social proof.
Well,
Super powerful.
and Pamela, this is why we engage you over at Reach Across the Register to support our members of the Extreme Customer Service, because we truly see eye to eye when it comes to this conversation. Just give one point that somebody can implement today, right now, that will affect positively their overall customer experience.
Well, let's take one of the things we love to do is we love to study enterprise level businesses, the companies that can invest millions of dollars in understanding their customer insight. We want to take a page from their playbook and bring it down to Main Street level. So let me give you one tip, and this is from the playbook of Zappos. What we want to do is really be very, very clear on the core values, personally, as a business owner, and then as the company. So if you have employees, what are the core values that you together are working toward? And when you spend a little bit of time, it's actually a really quick and easy exercise to go through as a team, or even as a solopreneur, super critical. You really want to get centered with what are your core values. And then all of your decisions can stem from those core values. You get to decide, is this customer right for me? Do I want to make a recovery decision over a sales transaction with this customer based on these core values? How am I going to train my staff based on these core values? This is critically important. Everything becomes much, much easier if you focus your attention on core values. So it's a cornerstone, really, of your business. One tip for you.
And you are loaded with great tips to create that customer experience, the customer manifesto. Pamela Herrmann with Reach Across the Register, reachacrosstheregister.com. Pamela, what else do we want to talk about today? Let our listeners know about the customer manifesto.
Well, the thing that we want you to embrace as a business owner is that there are really 10 value statements. And they're really very common sense. This is like taking it grandpa style. We want to keep it super simple. We want to get back to business of heart-centered. And I hope that doesn't sound too woo-woo, but I think with technology, we're very much in this space of masculine energy. It's very analytical. It's very logical. And we want to swing the pendulum as it relates to relationships with our customers back to the heart space. And if you decide that you want to take your business forward and accelerate your sales growth and your performance, it is right here in this place. There is that proverbial bell curve, and we're on the uptick. And so if you want to stand out, the Customer Manifesto, get your hands on it. Come on over to mainstreetsavvy.com. We'll send a poster to you for free that's got these 10 value statements, and we'll show you how you can exactly take these apart and implement them into your business. You'll see results immediately.
Pamela, give that website again, please.
Main Street Savvy. Savvy's with 2 V's. Did you know that, Eric?
I do know. I do know. MainStreetSavvy.com, and you'll get a free poster with the 10 key points, and then and find a place where we can pick up a copy of the Customer Manifesto.
That's it. We were going to send it right over to you. We'll get the wheels started with bringing some of these best practices from enterprise level businesses down to Main Street business, yours, whether you're home-based, service-based, brick and mortar, doesn't matter. It works for anyone.
Train your staff, not just to think about customer service, but the customer experience.
Amen.
And Pamela's right. We are going online. We're reading those reviews, and we want to see those reviews, not only for our own business, but to be able to give them. And you're not going to give a 3-star. Why would you waste your time going online and giving just a mediocre? It's either going to be a 1 or a 5.
And listen, if you are the sufferer of a negative experience and the reviews that come along with that, you need to know Pamela as well. She's very good at creating or recovering, helping you recover from a poor experience that a customer may have reviewed.
Oh, so easy to do.
Pamela, we love you so much. Do you have a phone number that people can reach out to you?
You betcha. 720-480-7655.
720-480-7655. That's Pamela Herrmann. Pamela over at reachacrosstheregister.com. And the website where we can get the Customer Manifesto again?
MainStreetSavvy.com.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for joining us today, Pamela.
My pleasure.
All right, folks, don't go anywhere. When we come back, we're going to wrap this show up, put a bow on it, and it comes right after these commercials.